94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo, already 4254777. This is the guy who said, are women into chunky guys or gorditos nowadays? And I said, no, they're just into good men. They don't look at body type. Most women look at men who are going to treat them right. Then why do I see, and he's texting me back, then why do I see see good-looking women with gorditos, Rome? Because there are a lot of good-looking women out there. The thing is that, here's the thing. The thing is, you have a lot of women now who are good looking. People stay healthier and fitter today, especially women, so they look good into their 30s, 40s, even their 50s, some 60s, right? They're staying healthier. They're staying fit. They're doing, they're working out. They want, after all of the, and I'd like to know, before I answer your question, I'd like to know what age group you're looking at. What do you see? When you see a good-looking woman with a bigger guy, how old do you think that woman is? Okay? Because women in their 20s are looking for Prince Charming with a six-pack and $1 million house. Okay? And they want them to treat them, respect them, and all that stuff, right? Well, men in their 20s aren't like that. Okay? Not a lot of them out there. So these women are looking for Prince Charming that doesn't exist in their 20s. Then they go out with a couple of guys who don't really treat them well. They go out with a couple of guys who are a little selfish and insecure, so they're more into themselves than they are into her. They're more into their abs and biceps than they are into her, so then she gets into her 30s. She can't find a guy. She's starting to go, wait a second, I still want to look good. I still want a man that's going to love me and take care of me. Well, I shouldn't say, respect me and all that stuff. I mean, so when you start to look at that, you have to look at what the age of women. And women look good older and are staying in shape. So once a woman goes through, maybe she goes through a divorce because she marries a young guy. When they're young, she gets married and think her future is going to be great, and it doesn't work out. So now she's smarter, more educated on men. She starts to look at things differently. Okay? There are very few men out there who look at things the way women do. Women look at things of, okay, I can date a guy or marry a man who's got 15, 20 extra pounds on him. But my God, the guy loves me. The guy wants to be with me. He wants me in his life. He wants to make sure I'm okay. Okay? So that's why I ask you, what are these age ranges of women that you're seeing out there? Men, on the other hand, still look for a hot piece of A. They just do. They're a little more superficial than women are. Women are smarter when it comes to what they want for themselves. They tend to set the bar a little higher once they get a little smarter, once they get a little more, a little more, as far as dating and marriage and relationships, once they get a little more, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of right now, but once they get a little more experience under their belt, they start to realize, hey, this guy over here is going to work every day. He wants to be with me. Can't wait to see me. Okay, I'll accept a couple extra pounds on him. Men, on the other hand, are still a little bit more superficial and, not as smart. The more experienced men get under their belt with relationships, they don't normally learn anything. Women do. So, Romeo, it's Oddity 4.1. Oddity 4.1, the rhythm of the valley, it's Romeo. So a guy was asking me if women were into fat guys, basically. And he says, well, how come? And I said, no, they're not necessarily into. No woman's going, you know what, I need me a dad bod. Women are going out for men that are going to treat them right. For, just to generalize it, treat them right and want them. They're really not looking at body. He goes, well, then how come I see all these hot women with these guys, Rome, that are big? Well, because women, as they go through a dating history and learn more about men and learn more about themselves and what they want out of a relationship, they get smarter. Guys don't. So they start to realize body type is less important than the way they're being treated. Guys aren't like that. Guys still look for a hot piece of A no matter how they get treated. Because, I've only met one guy in my life. One guy I met my entire life, millionaire, right? 1 millionaire. I know a lot of millionaires. One millionaire who was actually looking for somebody that didn't want him. He didn't care what she looked like for the most part, just as long as she was a really good person and wanted him for him and not for his money. He didn't want some superficial whatever. And he found one. But the idea is that's not normal for men, especially men with multi-million dollars. But for women, it's different. Women just want to be treated right. And it takes them a little while to figure it out, which, like anybody who gets smarter after years of experience, you should get smarter and change and focus on what's right. And women do that for the most part. RD4254-7-7 Rome. I'm 38. I just want a man I can make lunch for. I take care of myself and my kids, but dating is more of a hookup culture nowadays. I hate it out here. Yeah, you're right. You ain't lying. You are not lying. Hey, Rome, like you said, these women get smarter. They want a fat sugar daddy who nobody else wants. No, that's not true at all. That's just you're an idiot for saying that. That couldn't be further from the truth. And you have no idea what a sugar daddy is, and you have no idea what a gold digger is. And you're an idiot for saying that, for making that statement, because it's just blatantly wrong. There's the woman that just texted says she can handle her own. She just wants a dude to be with her, to take care of. But that's the point. You guys don't understand that. So anyway, yeah, so that's why you see it, bro. That's why you see these hot women, and women stay hotter longer nowadays into their 40s, into their 50s, because, whatever reason, they work out more, they take care of themselves more, so they stay hotter longer. And, they just want guys that want them. Believe it or not. It's funny. I have a friend who's getting out of a relationship, long-term relationship, right? And I said, I made a joke to her about, someone will pick you up. Someone will swoop you up. You're a good-looking, cool girl. You'll be fine. And she goes, well, I'm not looking for that right now. I said, yeah, you're not looking for that right now because you're coming off a guy who didn't want you. But once you find a guy that wants you, that attitude will change real quick. Because every person wants to be wanted. Every human being wants to be wanted, right? Makes you feel good. Makes you want, So, yeah. So that's why. That's what's going on. And it's not a sugar daddy. It's not, it's just, yeah. Romeo, it's out of the 4.1. Out of the 4.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. All right. What's going on?
Yo, Rome, we should tell that guy to get himself a Toxica. That would change his mind real quick.
Yeah. That's funny, man. That's good, brother. That's good. Thanks for calling. All right, 842-547. That's the phone number. Hey, Rome. Dad bods for the win. Need me eater. You're right. Women don't technically look for looks and body types. It's about caring and taking care of each other. Exactly. And that's why I say, but they're not all like that. Okay. When you start off like everybody should, okay, you guys should all start off when you're young, when you're in the best shape of your life, when you're in the 20s, you should be reaching for the stars. I'm going to go get me a husband that has a six-pack and that makes $1 million a year, and he's going to just love me to death, and I'm going to be his world. You guys should be looking for that supermodel that all she's going to do is want to just, gush after you, but then reality kicks in. Okay? And then you start learning more and more about human beings and about dating and about relationships, and you start to, and women get smarter. Men don't, women do, and that's why you see hot women with bigger dudes. You can call them fat if you want, gorditos, it's okay. But dad bods is a term that was created for, marketing, for lack of a better term, okay? The reason these dudes have dad bods is not because they're running around going, you know what, I'm going to get fat. I want to get fat because all hot women want fat. No. They got other things going on. They don't have time to go spend 4 hours at a gym. They don't have time to meal prep. They got work to do. They got to get to work. They got things to handle. They got business taken care of. They just don't have the time to do it. And it's hard and especially once you guys get a little older. Well, you guys and girls know once you get a little older, it gets a little harder. Life gets in the way of you sitting at a gym for 2 hours a day. Unlike when you're in your 20s and have nothing else going on. Okay? So, RD 4254-777. That's a long email. I'll get to that in a second. Good morning, Ro. Good women will make men gain weight. I used to be super fit when I first met my girl. She fattened me up like a Thanksgiving turkey, so no women would hit on me. Well, women do that as well. And it's funny, a lot of women do that and they still stay fit and they still stay hot. But hey, it is what it is. Romeo, it's out 84.1. Out 84.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. Rome, what are you talking about? What happened was some guy said, do women like fat guys, basically? And I said, no. Women like guys who treat them right. It just so happens that the big boys treat these women good. And then he said, well, Rome, why do I see all these fat guys with hot chicks? Well, because hot chicks figure it out. That they don't want to be with some insecure, selfish, into himself dude with an ego that doesn't care about them. Women want to be cared about. I mean, men want to be cared about. Humans want to be cared about. But women just figure it out after dating a few frogs, and they figure out, hey, this clown's not going to treat me the way I want to get treated, so let me go find this other dude who's going to treat me. Just so happens the other dude that's going to treat her that way might have a bigger belly because he's more worried about working and taking care of his family than he is about, hitting the gym. So, it is what it is. And you got to understand, let me tell you one other thing, and that is this. The guy who said, well, why do I see all these fat dudes with hot women? Women stay hotter longer nowadays. Men have the option to stay hotter longer nowadays. It's just they're more worried about going to work and making sure their family can have whatever they want. So they don't have time. A lot of women have time and they make time. But let me tell you this, okay? And I want everybody to listen to me, especially you idiots out there. Well, the one idiot that keeps telling me this. She is not staying hot for her man, okay? When you see these fat dudes with these hot chicks, she's not staying hot for him. She's not working out for him, okay? She's doing it for 100 other reasons. Society, she's doing it because her coworkers, or she's doing it because of her friends or family members, or that women do not stay hot and physically, very few. There's always exceptions, but most women stay hot out of competitiveness for other women, okay? Not for their husbands, not for their boyfriends. Now they might stay hot or get hot to get the guy, and then now that they find out they have the right guy, but that's not why they stay hot. They don't stay hot for their man. They stay hot for all the other factors in their life that will actually bring them down. RD4254777. Big Rome, it's Big Joe. Good morning. Always glad to sit in my truck, listen to you on the way to the office. As far as the chubby guy, I agree with you 100%. Me, on the other hand, I've always been into older women. I'm in my mid-50s. My wife's in her 60s, and she used to be a size 5 or 7. She's a 12 and 13, and I love it. My mom says if I don't eat, I lose my figure, and I tell my wife for the dog and meat for the dog and meet us for the man. Oh, okay. You have a good day, brother. Love your show. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. A bonus for the dog, meet us for the man, what I meant. Okay. Well, I just heard a comedian the other day say, she made a joke about dad bods. Dad bods are in. He goes, because women, we figure it out, right? If he eats, we all eat. And you know what? Some validity to that. It's Romeo. It's Hot 84.1. Hot 84.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome, what are you talking about? You can't say you don't got time. Everyone has time. Hitting the gym is just not at the top of the list. Everyone has time, Romeo. Everyone has time to do some sort of exercise. Yes, they do. But a lot of these guys out there working their asses off, 8, 10, 12-hour days, you know, they don't have time. They don't want to go hit the gym. You're right about that. Everybody has time to exercise. Okay? But that doesn't mean you're gonna be super fit with abs and muscles and everything like that. So yeah, you're right and you're wrong. But I'm more right. Good morning, Romeo. I'm calling BS. My brother is 40 years old. He works in the oil fields. He works in the oil fields, works long hours. He makes sure he makes time to work out. And is he married? But you also have to understand that I'm talking about the majority of people. I'm talking about probably 90% of men. Okay, you're talking about a select few percent. And how much time does he have to work? And how much time does he work out? And this is the other thing that you guys are missing the point of. When you say, oh, my brother has time to work out at 40 and this and that, how much time is he spending with his wife and his kids? You know, a lot of these good men, these dad bods, they don't want to take away from their wife and their children. So that's another reason why they skip a workout. Because when you're working 10 hours a day in the oil fields and you come home and you want to see your wife and kids, you don't want to go work out. You just spent 10 hours away from them. Longer than that because of sleep time. But you just spend 10 hours away from them. So when you get home, you want to, oh, well, Rome, they can do it on the weekends when they're not working. Why? No, guys like that want to do things with their family or with their woman. That's why I'm telling you, you guys are not listening to what I'm saying. You could try to contradict me with a very small percentage of men that do that, and you'd still be wrong. Because if your brother's working 10 hours in the oil fields, and then he's coming home and going to work out, how much time is his family or his wife or his kids, or I don't know what situation he's in, what type of relationship? That's what these women are trying to stay away from. That's what these women, the majority of women who are staying hot because they want a man, they're staying hot for their reasons, not for their man, but they're not worried about their man's body because they know when he's done working, he wants to be with them. He's not coming home to grab a protein shake and go hit the gym. They dated that guy and they didn't like it. That's why they got this guy. Show me outside 94.1. Out 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, already 42547. Yo, Rome. The reason these baddies, they go for bigger dudes is because they know we can cook. Maybe girls 10 years older than me and looks 25. Asians are a different breed, I'll tell you. Well, I won't disagree. I don't know if it's because you can cook or not, but it's because whatever these hot women want, they're not getting from hot dudes. Bottom line. So they go somewhere else. RD42547. It's Romeo. It's hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What's going on?
What's going on? Rome Chili Gilly.
Oh, Gilly, man. What a football game that was last night.
I'll tell you one thing. The standard is the standard for losing. That's what Coach Tomlin says. You know? And I'm going to tell you, I've never seen a team that tried to give you the game so many times and you didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, yeah.
He's a horrible quarterback, bro. He's going to go up to New England and get stomped.
I know.
Stomped. He looked so scared. It was like I was watching a high school. You know, he was, every time the guys would get close to him, he'd get so nervous, and they couldn't take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And couldn't score off of all those turnovers. But like I had told you, I knew they were going to win the Super Bowl. I said that. I'm not a delusional fan like Louise.
Like all of them.
Like all of them, you know. Pedro Pittsburgh, they called in yesterday. I bet he don't call in today. I bet, what's his name? Oh, God, what's his name? Steeler. What's he call himself now? Steeler.
Tyrone?
Oh yeah. I bet he don't call. I bet he don't call. Because he's hiding. I didn't get the app, Romeo. I got to put the app on, and I'm in Utah. I'm in Utah.
Yep.
But anyway.
Yeah. I don't.
That's the deal with that.
I don't think Rodgers looked good though last night. He looked old. He looked old. Yeah. He looked lost, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, if you don't give him time at all, I was counting the seconds. I said, if you give him a good line, he'll pick you apart, man. But you know what?
Yeah, he can still throw the ball. You ain't lying.
Yeah, but anyway,
I just can't believe. I just can't. When did Tomlin win his Super Bowl?
He didn't win that Super Bowl. That was Bill Cowers, man.
But was it his first year?
His first year, yes.
And then he hasn't won one since?
Nope.
So they're riding 18 years of having a winning record, which could be one game over 500.
Those 2 AFC championships that he went to afterwards.
Wow.
That was a Bill Cowher built team.
Wow.
Back then. And he hasn't won nothing.
Boy, they got to get rid of him. I just don't think they will. They got to get rid of him. All right, Gilly. Well, we'll see what happens.
The standard for losing.
Yeah.
Remember that.
All right.
Later, brother.
I mean, they are I know there's a lot of Steeler fans, and I don't like to say too many bad things about the Steelers because, I like Joey. Joey played for the Steelers, and now his son plays for the Steelers. So I don't like to say too much negative things about him, but my God, the Steelers are one of those organizations that you look at as the same as the Cowboys or the Raiders or the Packers, the Niners. I mean, organizations that won multiple Super Bowls, multiple championships, were a standard for the NFL. Now, Tomlin has just made them a standard for winning seasons. I don't know how that's the standard. To me, that's the consolation prize to keep his job. Just like the MVP is the consolation prize to the quarterback that doesn't win the Super Bowl. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, RD42547, 77. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What's going on?
Hey, bro,
bang,
bang, Niners, gang.
Bang.
Oh, here comes them deep. Shoot them down. It's bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go.
Bandwagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Wagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Wagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Wagon fans. In 2014, you weren't there. But now in 2020, you care. Claiming that you're faithful and it bugs me. I saw it. I seen a price tag on your jersey. Just bought it. 2015, 2016, what did I see? Nobody at Levi Stadium, just empty seats. $5 tickets on StubHub. Would you rather stay at home and order Grubhub? Ooh, I never saw you once in the stands. Now on Instagram, you the #1 fan. Last year, you was all about the Warriors. And this year, you ignoring them. Ooh, and turned into a Laker fan. Went from Steph Curry to LeBron and them. Facts. Don't call me no hater, I'm stating facts. To all the bandwagon Niner fans, welcome back. Bandwagon fans. 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 Bandwagon fans.
Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome, tell that fake Steeler fan that was just talking to get out of here. He don't even know what he's talking about. Tomlin won a Super Bowl in 2009 and lost the Super Bowl to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers 2011. Okay. Yeah, you don't know what Gilly's talking about. Hot, what's up?
Yo, Romeo, what's up with that Steelers fan saying that Mike Tomlin hasn't won a Super Bowl? He won the Super Bowl in 2009.
No, he said he said that he won a Super Bowl. No, he just said he only won one Super Bowl.
No, he said that he never won one. That only Bill Cowher won.
No, what he said was Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl with a team that was built that he took over from Bill Cowher. And it was still Bill Cowher's team.
Okay, makes sense.
That's what he was saying.
I thought he said he never won when I was like, what? How's he going to be a Steelers fan and not know that?
No, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, then and then he lost to Aaron Rodgers on the Green Bay Packers. But yesterday's game was horrible, man. I was embarrassed being a Steelers fan now.
All right. And all of a sudden there's a Steeler fan? No, I know there's a couple of Steelers fans in Bakersfield, kind of. But, yeah, the idea, though, that the Steelers are a good organization because they've won a couple of, because they've won, because they have 19 winning seasons. That all a winning season means is you go one game over 500. I mean, didn't the Steelers? Oh no, they were 10. But who was the one? It was either the Buccaneers or the who was it? The Buccaneers or the Panthers? Was it the Panthers maybe that were 9-8? That's considered a winning season. So yeah, I mean, but it's all consolation. You're just making up statistics to help because they like Tomlin. Everybody likes Tomlin. Tomlin's not a bad guy. Nobody, unless unless you know football and you're a pure football person, one of these purists that wants to win, and the ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl, then yeah, of course you don't like Tomlin. But there's no reason to not like Mike Tomlin. And it's just like any other business. How many of you guys work somewhere where the person that everybody likes gets away with stuff? We make exceptions for people because you like them. There are people that you work with that you don't like, but they do such a damn good job, you got to deal with them. And then there are people that don't do such a great job and you just like them as a person, so you accept their faults. A winning season is a consolation prize. It's a stat that they make up to make Tomlin feel better about his career. It's not a good football career. He does not have a good football career. He won a Super Bowl 17 years ago. And all they talk about every year is how he has all these winning seasons consecutively. He hasn't had a losing season. Well, yeah, if you haven't won the Super Bowl, you've lost. The ultimate goal in professional sports is to win a championship. They have to make all these consolation statistics to make the Steeler fans feel good about still being a Steeler fan. Or about your team sucking, but you got a good quarterback, so we're going to give them an MVP. They're all consolation prizes for the fans and for the players to make them feel better about not winning the Super Bowl. And that's what the ultimate goal is, to win the Super Bowl, and that's it. Already 4-2-5-4-7-7. Rome, I heard someone last night, like Tomlin has lost 9 first-round playoff games in a row. Is that right? That's what I heard that too. I don't know. I just heard it on the game. I heard somebody say it, Joe Buck or Troy Aikman. One of them said it. But yeah, I mean, you think that's a winning season? You think that's a winning career? He's basically ridden a ridiculous statistic to keep his job. He is not one of the greatest coaches of all time. Because you won a bunch of regular season games. The goal is to win playoff games, is to win championship games, And I know you guys aren't going to like this, and I'm just saying this to get as an example. The Chiefs had a 9-year run that's better than Tomlinson's whole career of 20 years or 19 years. And if you don't see that, you don't know football or professional sports. But you can pick, everybody wants to bring up the Tom Brady's, but that's such an outlier. You can't, the Cowboy runs, the 49er runs. I mean, even the Bills runs. Was it the Bills that lost 4 in a row in the Super Bowl, 4 years in a row? I mean, even that is a better career than Tomlinson. RD42547-7. It's Hot 94. Tomlinson? Yeah, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Yo, Rome, Raider Joe.
What up, Joe?
Hey, man, I got to put these young kids in check, man. Chili Gilly got jerseys older than them. Chili got jerseys from the 70s to now, man.
I know.
You guys better just stop it with
I
that.
know.
Hey, man.
I know.
I heard that. I'm like, we're talking about Chili Gilly. Yeah, Chili even knows the administrators that work in there.
Gilly knows the secretary.
Yeah, he knows the ball boy's name. Sure. All right, Ro.
Later, Joe. Yeah, what's going on?
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. What's up?
Hey, I told you yesterday, brother. I told you
What'd you tell me?
that my team wasn't going to win against the Texans. Remember?
Oh, yeah. You did say that.
You said that we had Aaron Rodgers, bed and everything. Man, I knew Texas had a good defense, man.
Well, they tried to give him the game. They had a legitimate shot at it, but they just, I mean, okay. All right.
Yeah. And all these people talking about the Steelers and stuff. Yeah, you're right, bro. I mean, having a winning season doesn't mean anything for anybody.
It does for Tomlin. He's made a career out of it.
Nah, he says.
Oh, don't cuss. They consider him one of the best coaches in the NFL, in the history of the NFL.
If you want to talk about best coaches, you know, I don't think anybody could touch John Madden, man.
I don't disagree with you. I think Tomlin. I think he's overrated. I mean, he's but they like him. He's a likable guy. Everybody likes him. So they make excuses for him. And if those excuses that these sports analysts have made for him are going to put him in the Hall of Fame in the history books.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I was talking to my buddies yesterday. I was like, look, man, first of all, I was surprised my Steelers made the playoffs, like I told you yesterday. You know, I knew they weren't going to win because, it has been 9 seasons already that they've made it to the playoffs. They don't win.
Yep.
And then I told them, you see, the Steelers are starting to become like the Raiders used to be, where all players go to retire. and on top of that, you know, they're like, if they're those bandwagoners, like you always call them, they're the ones that go to the Steelers because, we do have 6 Super Bowl rings, but that doesn't mean anything because we're on the drought.
Yeah.
You know, but
they need to,
the bandwagoners are the ones that are like the Cowboys that say, "Oh, this is the year."
Yeah. Nope.
You know.
All right, man. Thanks for calling, brother.
All right, brother.
Later, man. But maybe that's why That's why we're out of date. Players go to die because Tomlinson's out of date. He's over there still trying to revive careers of out of date players. You know, maybe the Steelers need to change. They honestly need to get rid of him and start over with a younger, fresher head coach. You know? RD425477. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1. What's going on?
You tell Raider Joe, Billy and Scott are the greatest ball boys Pittsburgh has ever had. Those freaking morons that called in. So you mean to tell me, moron, you count the Super Bowl losses? So do you know that there's Buffalo Bills fans walking around saying, well, we got 4 in a row that we went to. What? And, you know, I want to reiterate what I said was, that wasn't Tomlin's Super Bowl. It was a Bill Cowher built team, so that Super Bowl should go to him. That's what I said. But that's why I'm retired and they're not. I'm retired at 55. Wow. And I didn't even know today was payday. And I looked on my computer. I go, damn, another check. But anyway, if they want to follow me when we go to when we go over there to the draft, they could go head on. You know, because I got a direct flight over there, and there's 15 of us going. So the real fans will be over there.
All right.
Later, brother.
Oh, man. Hey, good morning, Rome. Steeler fans should feel better than bandwagon fans. At least they got a fresh memory of winning a Super Bowl. Most of these bandwagon fans were in diapers last time they won a Super Bowl. When is the last time they won a Super Bowl? Steelers won one in 2009. When's the last time the Niners won a Super Bowl? Hold on, let me see. Let me look that up. Super Bowl wins. Let me see when's the last time the Niners won a Super Bowl. Has it been? Oh, wow. 1995 was the last championship for the Niners? Yeah, 95. Wow. Boy, they had a legitimate chance, though, didn't they? They had a legitimate chance, though, the last two times they went to the Super Bowl. Wouldn't you say they had a legitimate chance to win, but they lost? Okay. Well, there you go. But the problem with... But that's why I say that. That's why I say the problem with the Steelers is they're one of those legitimate football teams that used to be the standard for the NFL. Now they have to make excuses for them. You know, like, oh, they got 19 winning seasons, or Tomlinson's got all these winning seasons. Well, that's just an excuse, you know. Hey, Rome, Google Gilly used to be a ball boy? Oh, I didn't know that. All right, 842-547-7. It's Hot 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. What did you send me here? I got this the other day. Hey, Romeo, do you think you can help me out with a situation? Thank you. So family has always been everything to me. My siblings, I would drop anything and everything for them, especially my older brother, because he's been there through everything in my life. My older brother lives a double life. He has a family of his own, wife and children. Then he has a girlfriend, which they don't know about each other because he told us to keep quiet. Romeo, I don't feel right about the situation. Like I'm already disappointed in my older brother's actions. I want to keep a relationship with my older brother. How can I do that while still being able to come clean to my sister-in-law? Would I be able to salvage our relationship if I come clean? Absolutely not. I mean, there's no way your older brother's he's gonna think you sold him out. You're gonna be the worst person in the world. I mean, how could you turn on your family? Blood is thicker than water, no matter how much of a dirtbag he is. Oh. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. The problem is these, and I'm gonna call your brother a dirtbag because he's a cheater, and you guys know I don't like cheaters. I think they're a bunch of, I think they deserve the worst. But it's, how do I put this? What's sadder about the situation is that everybody knows. Or are you the only one that knows? If you know, other people know. And so your poor sister-in-law is just living life like everything's amazing for her. Everything's great for her. She's got a great husband, great kids, and this dirtbag's over her doing her dirty without her knowing. She's not in on the joke, so to speak, to use a, you know. And that's what's pathetic. So you got to make a moral decision for yourself. How you feel about your life. You're not doing anything wrong. Your brother is. He's the jackass. Okay? So you got to figure out how you feel about you. Not about him. It's about you. Okay? If you really care for your sister-in-law, yeah. What do you think's more important? This is where it always gets dicey because people always say, well, blood's thicker than water, Rome. You got to stand behind family. Do I really? Do I really have to stand behind a family member that I completely disagree with how they live their life? And they put me in a position to where I have to feel bad about somebody that may treat me better than that family member? No, you guys are idiots. If you believe blood is thicker than water, you're an absolute moron. Loyalty, respect is thicker than all of it. So you might have a sister-in-law here that's an amazing person to you and a dirtbag of a brother who's put you in a very difficult position and is just basically taking advantage of you being a family member. So that's all I can say about that. Do I think if you tell your sister-in-law he'll want to be around you? No. But why would you want to be around a dirtbag like that? Why would you want to be around somebody like that? Brother or not? RD42547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. Lady texted me. She said that she's got a situation. I guess she loves her siblings to death, but her oldest brother apparently is a cheater. Apparently, he's got a wife and kids, and he's cheating on her sister-in-law got a girlfriend, and she feels bad. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't want to lose the relationship with her brother, but she feels the sister-in-law needs to be told. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
Hey, Ruben. What's going on, man?
Man, that thing could go all kinds of crazy ways with that question they're hitting you up on. I mean, obviously he's gonna lose the relationship if he turns the brother off. You know what I mean? Turns him in. The brother's gonna be mad, and I mean, also the brother could come off and wondering if he starts liking his old lady because he's sticking up for her. You know what I mean? He could be like, "What? You like my girl?" Or what? You know what I mean? It could create a gang of problems.
No, it's his sister.
Yeah, it's his sister-in-law. He said, not his sister.
No, it's his sister her brother is the one that's cheating.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the two brothers, and he's sticking up for the sister-in-law.
No, it's my siblings. I'll drop anything. It's a woman who's saying her brother is cheating, and she wants to stand up for her sister-in-law.
Oh, but either way, no, so he ain't gonna do that. But either way, it's gonna be hard because you know how they're gonna be like, "Hey, but I'm your brother. How could you do that to me?" You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to be in that situation. You know what I mean? It's really hard because he is a dirtbag for what he's doing.
It's not hard if you're a good person and you have morals and ethics in your life, and you care about other people's feelings.
How about this? She don't say. She just leaves a note on her car and says, "Hey, so and so's cheating on you."
Maybe.
Just stay out of it. You know what I mean? Don't ever get involved. Just leave a note or something so you're not in the middle of it. You'd be like, "What? What happened? Somebody snitched on you?" You know what I mean?
Play dumb.
I mean, if you want to stay with both relationships, you know what I mean? You love them both, but that's kind of hard, dude.
I get it. It's hard. It's hard for people who don't have morals and ethics when it comes to certain things. I mean, I wouldn't snitch on you for knocking over a liquor store, Ruben, but I'd snitch on you for cheating on your wife.
I know you would. That's why my girl don't get mad when we kick it. She knows that we keep it real. she knows our whole crew keeps it real. You know what I mean? Rome. We had a buddy like that. We had a party here, and he cheated on his old lady. And I told him, I said, "Hey, bro, you're not welcome here anymore." And I told him, I said, "But let me tell you, if the old lady ever runs into your old lady and she asks why you're not welcome at her house, she's gonna tell her why." You know what I mean? He's like, nah, Ruben. I say, "Hey, I ain't get in the middle of that. That's my wife talking,
exactly.
bro. I don't want her thinking like I'm part of that because it's not cool."
Yeah. All right, Ruben. All right, brother.
All right,
Later. I mean, that's the dilemma, though. I mean, that's where it comes in. I believe it's a her. Yeah. So her brother is a dirtbag, and he's a cheater, and he's a liar, and he's disrespecting his wife and his kids. And she wants to stand up for her sister-in-law without losing the relationship with her brother. Well, that's not possible. You have to do what's best for... I always think you do what's best for you. But you should be doing what's best for your sister-in-law because she's getting played like a fool, doesn't even know it. Or maybe she does know it. How do you know maybe she knows it? I mean, I don't see, It's complicated. RD42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So this she sent me a text message saying that apparently her oldest brother, who she likes and admires, has been there her whole life, would do anything for her. He's cheating on his wife and kids. She didn't know what to do. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Man, Romeo, it sounds like Rubens did that old drop a note on somebody before.
He probably has.
You know, Raider Dave's advice, she shouldn't say nothing. That's her brother. Even though she doesn't agree, morals and all, she just needs to turn the other cheek because what's going to happen is she's going to break that relationship up. She's going to move on, find somebody else, and she's still going to have to deal with her brother for the rest of her life.
Why would you have to deal with your brother for the rest of your life if he's a dirtbag? He's the one in the wrong. You guys are all just validating bad behavior and saying that you need to just overlook it because what?
That's the problem with society is we make other people's business our business. We just need to mind our own business, do what we do, and it'll fall apart. If it's meant to be, it's going to make it. If not, it'll fall apart. But you can't step in and intervene and say, "Oh, I'm going to drop a note," because that's doing too much.
Okay. All right, Raider Dave.
All right.
I'm going to tell all of you guys right now, a Raider Dave included, You guys are dirtbags. You guys are all a bunch of sleazeballs who either have no morals and ethics or feelings for somebody. Cheating on somebody, especially a wife with children, has got to be one of the worst possible things you can do to the person that you supposedly love. And to your children. You think that's okay? You think that's okay to just let go? Until, when she finds out about it, then it'll all problem solved. The sister, anybody who knows about it shouldn't say anything. Problem solved. You guys are you're really pathetic, despicable human beings. That is not a joke. That is not being comical. You people are despicable human beings to let that happen to somebody, especially if you know about it. Especially if that person is for all we know, the sister-in-law is an amazing person who loves and takes care of her family. And she's being treated like a piece of garbage because this clown's out here cheating on her. And you think that everybody that knows about it should just let it go. Mind your business. Okay. All right, 842-547-7, Rome. Why can't people just mind their business? Let the brother live his life. Yeah, you guys are dirtbags too. It's Romeo outside 94.1. 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So I got this text message. Someone's in a bad position. I guess she says she really loves her siblings. She would do anything for them. But apparently her oldest brother has been living a double life. He has a family. He also has a girlfriend. Romeo, I don't feel right about the situation. Like I'm really disappointed in my older brother's actions. I want to keep a relationship with my older brother. How can I do that while still... by still being able to come clean to my sister-in-law? Well, you can't, I don't think, unless your older brother realizes what he did was wrong. I mean, I'm going to tell you like this. Even if you tell on your older brother for being a dirtbag, then he still has to apologize to you. The relationship has to rebuild because he's the one doing dirt. You're not doing anything wrong. He's the one. It's funny how all these people nowadays, it's just like Raider Dave and saying people need to mind their business. What about these people? And how do you know, by the way? How has he put you in that position? You know what I'm saying? But all these people nowadays, you talk about minding your business. How about you guys stop doing dirt and then playing victim when you get caught? You're the problem. When it's like they always say in the NFL, the second guy gets the penalty. Well, the first guy is not the victim. The first guy is the one who started it. So your brother started it, and then he's going to play victim and cry foul if you tell the sister-in-law. No, he's still the dirtbag. He's not the victim. So I'm going to tell you what's worse in society is not people not minding their own business, and I'll tell you why. Because you people put your business out there on social media like it's a television show, and then you get mad when somebody pays attention. And you get mad when somebody tells you they don't like what you're doing. Well, mind your business. Well, keep your business private like people used to. Once you put your business out there and it's not private anymore, you're open to whatever the hell anybody wants to say about you because you put it out there. You are not the victim. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, you know what, Rome? That's hard. It's hard out here being a pimp. Well, it's hard till you get caught. RD424-7-7. Yo, Rome, what if the wife forgives the husband and then she's going to leave her relationship with her brother and sister-in-law? Well, you might be right. RD4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD424-7-7. So a lady texted me and she said she has a dilemma right with her brother. Apparently her older brother's been cheating on his family with, he's got a girlfriend, right? She said she loves her older brother. Doesn't want to ruin the relationship with him, but she doesn't want to, she thinks the sister-in-law should know, right? Doesn't know what to do about it. Well, I don't know. You're going to have to take the shot, I guess. But what did my boy send me? Hold on. What did this fool send me? He said, you can't contradict yourself. If you're going to tell on somebody for cheating, you have to tell on someone that robbed the liquor store. No, I don't. Why? Why do I have to snitch on you for robbing a liquor store? I don't care if you robbed a liquor store. I care if you're cheating on somebody, though, because I think that's despicable. All right, 842-547-7. Good morning, Don. What's going on?
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. What's up?
So here's the thing.
if you look at it, sometimes you got these females that probably even know about it, you know, and then you have this, like, let's say the sister goes over there and says something, right, and then she turns out and like, well, mind your business, I already knew about it, type deal.
Sure, I get that.
You know, so, and then she's the bad person when she really tried to help.
I understand that, but I understand what you're saying. I get it. That happens all the time. From my perspective, though, in my life, if you're going to sit there and treat me like that, I don't need you in my life. Now I just know who you are, and I don't have to deal with you anymore.
Right.
That's my only point about that. But a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people aren't secure like me in their lives. A lot of people are insecure. So I get it. I get what you're talking about. Absolutely.
You know, because I've seen couples where, because I mean, I've been part of that I try to help somebody, and then I end up being the bad person because they like, oh, I don't want to talk to you no more.
Yeah, but you're not the bad person, and you should be able to look at yourself in the mirror and go, they're wrong, not me.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
you know, I don't mind.
Okay.
You know, that's just people that I don't need in my circle. They are not.
All right, man. Perfect. Thanks for calling, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Later. And that's what I'm talking about. Do you want to know who you're involved with or not? Yo, Rome, Raider Dave sounds like his wife hits them, talking about everyone needs to mind their business. Yeah, I guess apparently right. I don't know what that meant. All right, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So this lady texted me. I guess her older brother has put the family in a difficult position because he's cheating on his wife and kids, right? And they know about it, so obviously he's allowed them to know about it. So they feel bad for the wife. They don't know what to do. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hold up, Romeo. Let me clear the air if I may. I don't want you guys thinking Raider Dave's a 100% dirtbag.
Oh, you already proved you were by saying that. There's no question.
So the sister says she loves her brother, and he's always been there for her. He's a good person. In return, she's going to backstab him and rat him out?
You think backstabbing... See, that's why you're a dirtbag, because you think that's backstabbing.
I mean, don't stir the pot if you're not the chef, is what I've learned. The meal is going to burn on its own.
Okay.
You know,
okay. I'm not...
90%,
okay.
90% of us Raider fans wouldn't be here if our dads weren't cheaters.
Okay.
So in a way, you guys are messing with the ecosystem and the evolution, trying to be good Samaritans.
Okay.
All right? That's my intake on it, at least.
All right.
I don't condone cheating at all, but it's not her business, you know. She should love her brother, and they're going to grow old together, and it's going to make family gatherings awkward, so just stay out of it.
Okay. All right.
There it is.
There you go. All right. Raider Dave will tell you exactly how to... Raider Dave will show you how to justify being a jerk, being a jackass, being a cheater, and a liar. You want justification? Raider Dave will show you how to justify yourself. RD42547-7. What do we got here? This is the woman. What'd she say? Thank you. Hold on. What did she say here? Thank you for getting to this. My brother has put us in a difficult and awkward situation, and we all have significant others, and we have gotten together to talk about my brother's wrongdoings. Our mother has gotten to the point where she can't see. Oh, hold on. What's it? Wrongdoings. Our mother has gotten to the point where she can't see the daughter because she will absolutely tell her something, and that has kept my brother away. But from the rest of us, it's just pure mixed feelings. Because our older brother has been a significant part in each of our lives. He's moved mountains for us, and it's just tough because we love him, but can't seem to look past this. Well, then why are we having the conversation? I mean, you're assuming I guess, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I love my brother and sister too. But if one of them was doing their spouse dirty and put me in a position, I would tell him. Because so what you're saying is he's done enough right. Basically what you're saying by you texting me was he's done enough right in his life to you or for you and your family that his wrongdoings don't matter. So, okay, it looks like you guys have kind of made your decision then. And that's on you guys. That's fine. That's up to you guys. All right, 842-547-7. It's on 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, RD4254-7. Good morning, Rome. KSVFM, Bakersfield. What'd you send me here? It says, yo, Rome, she needs to come up with a way to get him caught, not to confront him or burn him out directly. Fake social media account or something. Okay. Well, what do you do, though? I mean, if you can't confront your own family about putting you in an awkward position, and all of a sudden you're the one that has to walk on eggshells, what kind of stupid are you people? I'm sorry. What kind of stupid are you? How are you? Yeah, what kind? I don't get that. I would never expect my family members to put me in a bad position. If they loved me, they wouldn't put me in a position to where I had to lie for them in that way. Hey, good morning, Rome. It's Paulina. Just tell this woman to send it. Yeah, it's going to ruin the relationship, but you can always rebuild it. And if the older brother truly loves his family, like the sister described, he does, then coming clean shouldn't be a problem. Tell the sister to come clean, Rome. It's better for everyone. You're absolutely right. I agree with what Paulina said 100%. If the brother actually loved his family the way that she said he does, then what the problem is? He's put them in that position. They didn't do anything. The rest of the family didn't do anything. He did it to them. So I think Pauline is absolutely right. All right, 842-547-7. Rome. Hey, good morning, Rome. Honestly, she should just tell the sister-in-law. Eventually, it's all going to come out. And if the sister-in-law finds out that she knew about it and never told her, it's going to end bad anyways. So she might as well just tell her the truth, because loyalty to the brother at this point doesn't matter, because apparently he's not loyal. He's not a loyal person. Yeah. Once again, you and Paulina make an excellent point. You want me to be loyal. The brother wants the rest of the family to be loyal to him, but he's not loyal to the rest of the family. And what's going to happen? I'll tell you one more thing for the mom, for the brother, for your mother. What happens if it all does come out and you say you know? Guess who doesn't get to see grandkids anymore? Guess who loses? Guess what she's going to do with those children that you won't be able to see anymore? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, good morning. Hot, what's going on?
Hey, Romeo, how you doing? It's your girl, Shadiva.
Hey, what up, Shadiva?
So I'm calling in on this topic of this guy. So, to my understanding, this guy is cheating. The family knew about it, and is that the wife? The wife is the only one in the dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
The wife and the kids.
Yeah. This is the thing. Let me tell you, this world is so corrupt, they make it okay to do the wrong thing. It's so sad. Like, it's so sad and sickening at the same time.
You ain't lying, boy. You ain't lying, boy.
Romeo, I gotta keep it a buck, because let me tell you what unconditional love is. Unconditional love is support, to fight for you. When you fight for unconditional love, also ties into stand up and say, no, you flat dead ass wrong. You can't do that.
Yeah,
that's not part of that. Because not only that this poor wife is living this, you know, I don't know if she know or not or whatever, but I'm sure there's some signs somewhere.
Yeah.
But there's too many people attached to this.
Yeah.
It's kids attached to this. Nobody wants to see their mom cry. Yeah. Nobody wants to see their mom sad. Like, mom probably can't eat, can't sleep. There's something going on. But you got to call this brother on his stuff. Like, you wrong, or I'm snitching on you. My own brother came to my house before with a female. I didn't even let him in my door and say, he got a wife, man. Go away. No. Word to God.
That's awesome, Shadiv. I'm glad you called, because you ain't lying. These people are making it seem like they the problem when it's one man who's the problem in this scenario.
Right.
And he making everybody else feel like they the problem.
And I heard you say something about, like, oh, he did so much for us. It don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It don't matter whether he did something or not. So this world is just despicable. And you're right. They're all dirtbags.
And anybody defending them is despicable. You're
Absolutely.
Right. All right, Geneva. Well, thanks for calling.
What you put, just remember, what you put into the universe, you get back. So no dirty deed goes unpunished.
All right. Well, thanks for calling, Geneva. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, like when the mom find out that you all knew, and you didn't let her know? You think you're ever going to see them kids again? I doubt it. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome. About that guy. That guy's ignorant for him to involve his family in his affair. It's awful. To burden his family with that kind of secret is being selfish and inconsiderate. Not to mention a dirtbag. He probably involves his family. To cover for him whenever he's up to no good. That's just a different type of dirtbag. She needs to tell the wife if the right thing. It's the right thing to do. He needs a reality check. You keep your dirt away from your family if you choose to do things like that. Tough love comes in all shapes and sizes. I mean, yeah, you guys are over here thinking about. I mean, this family's over here thinking about how they're trying to protect. They don't want to ruin the relationship with this brother or this son. But you didn't put yourselves in that position. You didn't do anything to disrespect him. He did everything to disrespect you. I told my bro's girlfriend that he was cheating on her, and yes, my bro got mad and discovered me and disowned me, but 6 months later, he started talking to me, and 10 years later, we're all good. Now he knows not to tell me his business. I honestly like it that way. The less I know, the better for me. I don't disagree with you. But to involve your family in the way that you are, you're absolutely right. That's just pathetic. On his part, it's funny how my buddy texted me, I'm a snitch. I will snitch you out too, Joel, if you ever cheat on your chick. He put some. Why is it that everybody's protecting this guy? He's the one that put you guys in that position. You didn't do anything to him, but hey, apparently the shadiness and the disloyalty and the selfishness and the lying means more to you than his wife and his kids. Which is fine if that's how you feel. That's how you feel. I just wouldn't feel that way. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
What's up, Rome? It's Joe.
What up, brother?
Nothing much. I totally agree with you about him involving his family. The thing is, like, if he's really open about it like that with his family, it has to be out there. The wife has to know.
Maybe she does. I mean, but the family needs to find out, and then they can deal with what they deal with from there. But, I mean, you can't put your family in a position where, and you can't put your family in that type of position and talk about how much you love and care about your family.
No, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But also, the sister just needs to tell him, hey, either quit or I'm going to go tell so-and-so, because at this point.
Tell the brother
if
first.
If he doesn't that bad, she should respect him enough to say, hey, we need to talk.
Okay. That's fair. All right, brother. All right, brother. Later, man. RD 42547 Hey, Rome. This is my opinion. I think for most people nowadays, it's so common that they know something they don't want to get involved in a situation, and it happens more times than not when people do get involved, and they do tell the other person that their spouse is cheating on them. It's just a waste of time because after everything, they just get back together, and then now you're the bad person for opening your mouth and causing all the problems, even though we're trying to do the good thing. But the problem is this. And it's not a problem. I agree with what you're saying. The only issue is, do you want those people in your life? Let's say the brother already involved his family in his cheating, right? And let's say the wife does know. Let's say they do go to the wife and say, hey, and then she decides, no, you guys are bad. You should have just left it alone. Do you really want those people in your life? How can you honestly sit here and say, and she said it herself, her brother moved mountains for them. Her brother has done a lot for them. How can you still respect your brother for doing his, well, let's just take his wife out of it. What about his kids? He's doing it to his kids too. If you guys don't have enough respect for the children and or the wife, what does that say about you? Your brother obviously doesn't have enough respect, but because he's done so much good for you, that it outweighs the lying and the cheating that he's doing now? Okay. I mean, how can you even respect a man like that? Ask his family members, how can you respect? And you said you guys all got spouses. So how can you even respect a man who's doing that to his family and to you? Nobody's done that much good. And if he's that great of a man, why is he doing it to you? Why is he doing it to his family? Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome. They haven't heard the saying, snitches get stitches. Well, I mean, yeah, everybody's heard that saying. But what if the guy doing the snitching is the one who gives the stitches? But no, I agree. Cheating is pathetic. You can't be loyal to people you're supposed to. Then that shows your character. But that's what I'm saying. They're over here. They're trying to defend. They're trying to justify the character of this guy. They're trying to justify the fact that this dirtbag of a son and a brother, his character is shot. It's done. But yet you're trying to make excuses for him by saying, well, he's done these good things. Okay. Of all the good things he's done for you, I can guarantee you they're not good enough for what he's doing to his kids and to his wife and to you right now. I would say that kind of trumps it all. But, you guys got to do what you got to do, man. I just know how I'd handle it. You guys got to figure out how to handle it. RD4254777. Hey, Rome, how about telling the brother, hey, get rid of the girlfriend? Or if not, we're snitching. Maybe you could do that. Hey, Rome, it's only cheating. It's only cheating, 1, if you're playing games, and 2, if you get caught. Well, okay. RD4254777. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD4254777. Somebody sent me a picture. It said no rats. It's amazing how pathetic of a human being some of you people are. I mean, if you don't see the logical, the rat is the dude cheating on his wife and kids. That's the rat. But somehow you think the family is the rat. You guys are really pathetic. It's sad. Hey, good morning, Rome. Yeah, tell them ain't no future in cheating. It's amazing, your thought process. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, what if they have an open marriage and she's okay with that?
That's fine, but why? Wouldn't you think the parents know that? Wouldn't you think the mother and the siblings know that already?
But I mean, sometimes people don't involve people outside of their inner circle in their marriage. It's like between him and his wife.
But yet he's willing to bring his girlfriend around them.
Exactly. That's none of their business.
You don't see the logic in what I just said to you? He's willing to.
I hear what you're saying.
He's willing.
But if it was.
No, all I'm saying is
this. If it was such a secret, he would keep her in secret.
I'm not saying you're wrong. But if he was willing to bring his girlfriend around and have his family believe that he's a cheater as opposed to having an open marriage, you think the open marriage idea is worse than having his family believe he's a cheater?
No, but some people, they accept cheating more than open marriages. Just older cultures don't accept open marriages.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that, but okay. All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. That's fair. All right. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
I didn't realize that there are people that accept cheating over an open marriage. I was not aware of that. RD4254777. Let's see. Yo, Rome, when I was younger and acted like a dirtbag, I've always told my family if they catch me and felt like I put them in the middle, just do what they felt was right because I made my bed. And I'd have to lay in it eventually. I never expected my family to lie for me about that. Only time they needed to lie for me was if cops were looking for me. Well, that's fair. I mean, at least you're being honest. At least you're treating your family honestly and openly. Not like this guy. But okay. I'm glad I'm not in the position. Well, I wouldn't care if I was in your position, but sounds like you guys got some decisions to make as a family. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. All right, 842-5477. I do want to talk about dating before I get out of here today. I got a funny story about a buddy of mine who's back in the dating scene. What did you send me here, though? Hey, Ron, did you really think old-ass Aaron Rodgers would take the Steelers to the Super Bowl? Straight trash. Tell Chili Gilly try again next year. First of all, you're a moron if you think that. Maybe you should clean out your ears, because nobody said that. So why would anybody listen to your dumb ass? I would like to see the Bills and the Rams in the Super Bowl with Josh Allen winning, or the Niners. Oh, no. Niners losing the Super Bowl at home. Yeah, no, you're an idiot. You've already said stupid things. Why would we listen to you at this point? It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. I want to talk about dating today. It's funny because, oh my gosh, dating has changed on so many levels. Just getting a date, going out on a date. Now I hear that people go on coffee dates. I heard this new thing, and maybe I'm a little late on this trend, but people are talking about going to coffee shops and having coffee, I guess listening to music, have a DJ, and that's your date. I mean, that just sounds so not fun to me. Not fun at all. Yeah, it sounds kind of ridiculous, right, when you think about it? But I do got to tell you a story that happened to my buddy a couple of days ago. So he's been divorced for a couple of years now. He decided to get back on the dating scene. He's in his 40s, mid-40s, 47, I think is what he is, right? Got a job, got a house, got a career, really got it all going on for him from a, success standpoint in Bakersfield. So this clown, my poor buddy's a dumbass. What do you do when you start looking for dates? You go online, right? Go online, go to the dating sites, get you a date. He went online, met a woman. They went out on a date. Apparently, he says, these are his words. He was like, he thinks she was like 20 pounds heavier than her profile and her pictures. Obviously, you can't trust filters nowadays. So, but get this. That did not turn him off. He goes, nope. He goes, I get it. People lie a little, bit. I'm going to see who she is, what she's about, right? So he stayed in it, even though the first lie came up. He walked out on her. This is why he walked out on her. As they were having a conversation, she picked up her phone to check social media. I get it. I mean, maybe she picks up her phone because of an emergency, something that came up. Nope, because she wanted to check her social media while she was on the date. Now, there's two things that you could say here, all right? And I said them. I said, was the date bad? Were you not did she get tired of you sitting across from her? Because, so social media was her next thing. In his mind, no, because the conversation kept going as she opened social media. He asked her, what are you doing? She said, I'm just checking my page, my social media page, whatever one it was. Did not even stop. Didn't even stop the conversation, he said. So he got up and left. I don't know what dating's like today, man, but boy, I don't know why this guy is out here. It's funny because he's a friend of mine. We hang out at the same places. We do the same things for the most part. There are women everywhere. I don't know why he went to a website. I don't know why he did that. You can go to half a dozen places right now, I could tell you, where you could find a woman to date. Old school style. Actually talk to her. Know what you're getting yourself into before you get yourself into it. Meet them in person first. Yeah? All right, 842-5477. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Dating today, man. Dating today is different, right? People are different. Things have changed. Even how you meet people. A friend of mine, he got divorced a couple of years ago, and he met someone online. When he met her, they just met the other night for dinner the other day, and She was like he said she was like 20 pounds heavier than her photos, but that didn't matter to him. What got him was when she got on her phone to check her social media while he was talking to her. So he just walked out. Dating's different today. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
What up, Ruben?
Hey, you know what? I wonder if she got bored, because when I get bored and I'm talking to somebody, I start looking at my phone, Rome.
Well, that's what I said. It could have been too, but he asked her. She said the conversation never stopped. She just did it like it was natural reaction. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but you know how you're talking about all this dating and stuff. You're right, Rome. Like, I mean, there's nothing like meeting somebody, talking to them, and then asking them out on a date because you kind of feel like, you know, it's a good thing. But you know what I mean? I say when you go online and you do all that stuff, you get what you get, bro. If she looks like a 10 online and you get her and she's like a 20 plus, you know what I mean? Like, you that's on you, bro, because these filters, all this stuff they do, the AI, all this stuff, it changes a person, Rome.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Think, you know what I mean? I think if you really want to meet somebody on the real, you got to just do it face-to-face, old school style.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. All right. All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
All right, well, good luck, bro. I hope you get, you know what I mean? I hope you find one in person.
All right, man. And I don't know why, my friend, why he even went online. I mean, because I can tell you 3 spots right now where you can go find good women hanging out. You don't got to go to no club. You don't got to go. I don't even have clubs anymore, but they just, you know, after work, getting a drink. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, you go to, everybody knows somebody. Everybody knows somebody that's single. So, yeah, I don't know. But maybe it was. I mean, maybe she did go to her social media because he was boring. I don't think that was the case. I believe that she's just was wound up on, she's just like everybody else. She's so mesmerized and controlled by her phone that she need to have a relationship with her phone. So the best thing he could have did was walk out. The best thing he could have done was walk out. All right, 842-547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo, R842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, you were talking about dating today. I actually think dating is easier today because you can find out more about people online. If you go to their social media pages, you can find out who they are, what they do, what they like. Just like a dating site. Okay, but what if they're lying to you? You know? There are things that, and I get it. I mean, it's way easier to meet people today. Way easier online. I wish they had dating sites, 30 years ago when the clubs were open. You wouldn't have to put in all that work, man. You wouldn't have to get dressed up, get a haircut every Friday. You wouldn't have to go get you that new shirt. You wouldn't have to get you, that smell good spray. You wouldn't have to get, have money to go to the club, to go buy drinks, it would be great. I get it. But the one thing that is missing is they can lie to you, And people could lie to you, but when you meet him in person, you could tell. If some dude telling you he's a baller and he gets in a Hyundai, or a Saturn, he's not a baller, right? He's lying. So it just, Hey, Ron, can you tell me 3 places? I'm a single man with a good job, benefits, and Amazon Prime. Social House, Saunders are 2 places you go in the afternoon. Well, not in the afternoon, but you go for happy hour. You be good to go. Get you a little, 5 o'clock. All kinds of single women there hanging out. Go to a gym, man. There's a lot of gym. Gym's got single friends. There's always places to meet women. The problem is, are you too lazy? You just too lazy to do it. That's the problem, right? I just go out. If I want to go out and have some drinks, I go out and have some drinks, in the afternoon or happy hour or, Luigi's, great place, Saturday afternoon. Go on down there. A lot of women around. You guys are just too lazy to do it. Take off your pajama pants, put on some actual shoes and get rid of those stupid looking Crocs and go get you a woman. It's that simple. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, RD4254777. Hey, Rome, when it comes to today's dating, guys today are afraid of rejection, let alone getting rejected online hurts, but in person, it hits different. No one knows how to talk to people anymore. I agree with you. I agree with that. I would say this though, and this is the one thing I would disagree with you when you said that. I think that there are a group of people today that getting rejected online hits just as hard as getting rejected in person. I would say that people have gotten so wound up in comments or wound up in words, wound up in their feelings and insecurities that rejected online means just as much. I mean, my boy Arnold sent me that. I know Arnold. I remember Arnold. I grew up like you, man. It don't hurt until you get punched in the face. Somebody calling you something means nothing, you know? Especially since you probably called me worse in the last couple of weeks than anybody's ever called me. You know what I'm saying? Jokes, you know, so it is different. I agree with that. But I mean, I would venture to say, though, that people today, these couple of these younger generations, getting rejected online hurts just as much. All right, 842-547-7. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, RD4254777. Yo, Rome, why are you always talking bad about this younger generation? You know, if you had this technology, you'd be going out with everything today. If I had the technology that you had today when I was in college, you're right. You're right. I'd probably have a cult by now because I'm that personable. I've been that personable for a long time. So yeah, me and my friends knew how to, we would have been YouTube stars or cult leaders or something. Probably cult leaders. That's probably the way we would have went. But if I had the capability to be exposed to that many people as you are today with technology, when I was 20, yeah, look what I did just with a radio show. So yeah, no, we would have been. Yeah, I probably would have started a cult. There's a lot of stupid people in LA. I probably would have started a cult. But yeah, I get it. I'm not disputing it. A lot of people will dispute it. Will say, no, this was better, that's better. It's not. It's only better if you know how to do both. The problem with technology today is all of this amazing technology that's come out is there are people that have lived before it and after it. And the people that lived before it are better than you that lived after it because they know both worlds. You don't. And that's what makes you stupid. You don't want to realize both worlds. And you guys are going to get mad. But the problem is the more you know, the better you are. And you want to discount it. You want to discount the good things that were going on before technology and not realize that had you done both, you'd be better. And you're not. Hey, Rome, I think getting rejected online is worse because I can screenshot and share the rejection, and now you're the laughingstock of the whole thing. Rejection in person is one and done. It's a good point. I just can't stand these females crying like an 8 to 10 when they ain't nothing more than a 4 in person. Yeah? that changes the date from a good time and wanted to get to know them to a date with I'm gonna have a good time, but it ended before it even started. Chances are I'll still get it in to complete the mission, but ghost afterwards. I mean, if you're lying about your look, if you're lying with a filter, you've already started with a red flag. So yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, my man's gonna handle his business though. All right, complete the mission. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Man, Romeo, this generation got it a lot easier than we did back in my time.
Okay.
Can I tell you about my first date that Raider Dave ever had?
You can tell me whatever you want, Raider Dave.
Okay, so I met this girl on the party line. I don't know if you remember the party line.
Yes, I remember the party line.
Okay, so I met this girl on the party line. She tells me to come on over, so I walk.
Yeah,
We didn't have Uber. We didn't have rideshare. I walked from Columbus and Beale all the way to like the auto mall on Pacheco.
Oh my God. Wow.
Romeo, I got size 52 Levi's that are rubbing against my thighs.
Dedication.
By the time I get there, I got rash on my thighs. I'm out of breath. The sun went down. I mean, I thought I would never get there. We didn't have phones to look up this thing, so I'm like asking people, do you know where this is at? Do you know where this is at? So it took me hours. I'm talking about like 8 or 9 hours to find this girl's house. I finally get there. She tells me she looks like Cameron Diaz. She opens the door looking like Melissa McCarthy. I was just like out of breath. My legs hurt. I needed water.
That's hilarious.
It was horrible, Romeo. It
That's
was
awesome.
So horrible.
So what'd you
your
do?
friend had the option to leave. Raider Dave couldn't leave. I was too tired to leave.
So what happened?
What do you think happened? I took her down. I'm the originator of Porta Pounders. 94, 93. Asked about me.
Okay.
I was taking big girls down like diabetes back in the day.
Get out of here. You're an idiot. Raider Dave's a moron. Okay, but good for you. All right, 842-547-7. I had a buddy when I first moved to Bakersfield, a friend of mine. He didn't have a car. So he wanted to go meet this girl at the mall. Now, this fool lived over off of Oswell and what is that? 58, what is it? 178 in Oswell. He lived out there, right? And this fool tried to take the bus to meet this girl. I don't know how you could even do this today. I don't know how you could do this today, let alone 20 years ago. It took him 6 hours to get to the mall. I don't know what bus. He must have got on 18 different wrong buses, but 6 hours to get to the mall to try to meet this girl. He could have walked there faster. All right, 842-547-7. You dudes will do some man. You guys will jump through some hoops if you think you're going to get some. It's on 94.1.